Okay, let's see how we do here. Because holy Christ, would that be cool if we had working audio again? All right. Hello? Sarcasm is first yet again in stream. And if you ever wonder what the closed captioning looked like on my side, that's what it does. And I'm assuming that based off of my own like monitor and everything like that, everything is working well. If you could check that for me and tell me if the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog and as to why, because I don't know why. Hmm. Hmm. How is the audio sounding? Is it a lot less crunchy, a little bit less crunchy, more crunchy, worse crunchy? What's the story here? How are we feeling? Sound is also good? Cool. All right, so for the last hour of the stream, we are going to be figuring out how to do the fucking thing and get shit back together. F5. F5? Refresh the page? Because like F5 is not a hotkey for me for like OBS or anything like that. So I'm not sure what you mean. I'm gonna have to drag a bunch of water over to the aluminum build whenever that happens. That's gonna be a whole fucking thing, which is exciting. All right. Continue. All right. In at least an hour, I think, for everyone else. They're sometimes stuck in the old stream screen. Yeah, you're right. If you are here, if you would hit F5, that would be dope. If not, that's also cool. You do you. Wouldn't they also be not able to hear that if like in the old stream? Because it would have been like stuck on the BRB screen and that would have been a thing, right? Yeah, but chat works. Chat does work. That's true. Press F5 to reload. Okay. Are we back? Oh. All right. There we go. Okay. That means that all the oil stuff that I had just done is undone, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Okay. That's what I thought. Well, that's a bummer. It's fine. kind of a bummer, but like also, eh. All right. You're a sweetheart, sarcasm. Thank you. Welcome back, Iffy. I think we got audio fixed for the moment, at least. I will need to look into like what exactly the hell is happening as to why like microphone decides to take a poop on stream and like figure out what I can do to avoid that. I know that I have an NVIDIA driver that just like got released for my card today, but like I don't think that that would have had like this issue because it's been. How are you today? Happy to catch the start. Looking forward to a nice 8 hours. If you got jokes. If you got some good jokes. If you got them good jokes. Wow. It has words, I'd stop there. You do. You got words. You got plenty of words. True, you started late. Pretty late, but thanks for the watch trick of 2. I do what I can. Sarcasm. I do what I can to help you with your watch streak. It's all in service of you. Watch streak. Padding, let's game the system. Nope. That ain't it. No, stop it. All right. All right, so there goes that. Oh, Kendrick, you fucking beautiful, beautiful soul. All right, so and this goes there. Bam. Ow. Okay. There goes that. Oh. Object count not so pissed, just a little mad. Every once in a while. Be much happier now than before, though, I tell you that much. Noodle, save the day. Thank you. this. I must go do the outside things, but the spirit shall be here. Have fun if you be safe, drive, make good choices, don't forget who you are. Whoa. Whoa. Buddy, what are we doing? Wait, what? Make good choices, don't forget who you are. They were fairly simple instructions, I thought. Okay. Alright, if I up this by one tile, what does that get me? There we go. It gives me the actual, like, ability to go in here and move into the right spots. Am I supposed to make good choices because of whom I am? Am I prone to forgetting? Am I instructed to make good choices because they're normally terrible? Yes. I'm cautioning you against yourself here, Iffy. Don't check the results. I will question you on Friday. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Yes, maybe. Yes, no, maybe I don't understand. They're fairly self-explanatory rules and, like, things. I would think that it would be pretty straightforward to understand, but what do I know? Okay. Okay, pipeline wall supports. To that. Every oil residue needs to go in there. Oh. Okay. So I have to bring 6,000-ish water over to the aluminum build. Do you think that happens by the end of stream today? That it might be my target. Because I'm about to get oil and plastic stuff started and moving and grooving. All of this stuff should be wired and belted correctly. I say should be because Moon is known to take a cut corner every once in a while. I wouldn't put it past her to have done something like that. I wonder what that redeem was. Perhaps it was a hydrate? Okay. Is this anything? This is probably not anything. Oops. Okay. Go to straight and there. Oh, perfect. Okay. Yep. Pipes clipping. Don't care. It's fine. They're gonna have to be. It's just gonna have to be a thing. All right. Is this too far? Yes. Okay. Hmm. This belongs there. This goes there. Why is this purple? This should be black. Like, this should be the carbon steel pipe, right? This is all. Yeah. Okay. This is all carbon steel. I just copied the wrong pipe in a couple of places, unfortunately. All right. I lied. This actually is a problem for me. All right. That goes there. That goes there. There. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oop. All right. All right. So that goes. This first one. This goes. The second one. The second one. Yeah. Oops. That ain't how that goes. This is, though. And there's no clipping. Hell yeah. Oh. That looks like polymer resin moving around. That looks like a bunch of polymer resin moving around. Sounds like a bunch of machines moving. Oh, I didn't do the output for this one. Damn it. Oh. Looks like rubber. Why is no work? Oh, it needs pressured. Right, okay. Yay! Oh, there's gonna be a lot of petroleum coke. Holy crap. Well, we got things moving and grooving, though. Oh, wow. That's a lot of pulp. That's a lot of that. And this is moving to... That's... an amount of this petroleum coke is going toward turbo fuel. Realizing in this moment that I need a separate thing for heavy oil residue to go to turbo fuel and turbo blend fuel. How much to like diluted fuel actually? It looks like it's literally 27 per minute. 27 of 600 per minute. I think I can maybe swing that. Where does this go? Question marks? Okay. Super simple-ish to solve that problem. But that's really exciting to see that going. I'm gonna go double check that the rubber is actually going where I think it is, or like the polymer resin is going where I think it is. Which it seems like it's going to rubber. Which this should be going to plastic. I don't have any fuel though. Why is this coming back this way? Why is it coming back? Don't love that. Oh. Mm-hmm. Is it meant to? Am I hallucinating here? I know I've slept since then, like since I built this, but like why is rubber coming back? This should be for plastic and this should be for circuit boards. This is gonna be kind of an annoying thing if it is in fact backed up in the wrong way. Oh, no. Yep, this is supposed to be for circuit boards. For plastic for circuit boards. Wow, that's a bummer. Damn. Alright. Okay. Cool. Whoops. Alright, so that's a mistake. I need sulfur into this. Just coming from the train stations. And then this is the pipe for this guy. Alright. Hmm. Okay. Not a huge deal. Minor inconvenience. Object count, don't fuck with me. I'm not in the mood today. Huh. Alright. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Put that right where it doesn't belong. Cool. Love that. Don't fuck with me, object count. Not in the mood. Hundred. So it needs to be lines of 6 because these are 1-to-1 basically. All right. I see what happened. Okay. Or at least I think I see what happened. I'm not overly certain. I'm not really certain of anything. Okay. If the heavy oil residue is 1-to-1 with petroleum coke, then I've one, built these backwards, and two, got to figure out a way to get two different lines together, two different lines of 600 together with two different like arrays of 6. They built an additional 5, which I'm imagining these are not overclocked or are overclocked. So this 100, this 500 here, and I'm not sure as to why. Ah, okay, I see why. This is all for heavy oil. This is all for fuel and diluted fuel, or diluted fuel and what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Diluted fuel and for turbo fuel. God damn, that took a minute. Object count. Stop fucking with me. All right. Should be tall enough to support and do this. All right, at least I think. How much per minute? 22.39. Let's put that to the test, shall we? Okay. Interesting. Strange belt dynamics. All right, let's see what we're doing. Right there. No. Somewhere we can see all three. 1, 2, 3. Gonna go over 1200 for a second or two, for a little bit actually. Not factoring in this heavy oil residue because it doesn't count for anything I'm trying to do. This is purely just trying to figure out how much petroleum coke I'm producing per minute from the 12 that we have that are producing petroleum coke. Target number is 2239. I think we might need it for a little bit else, but like apart from that, like apart from the very small amount that we need to get to blended fuel or turbo blend fuel, which is 81, we should be producing somewhere on the order of like 2400, just a little under between these three belts. It will take a second for it to kind of filter out of their inventories because they do produce a lot per minute. This is irrelevant anymore. I didn't understand at first what I was actually looking at. Now I do. And we're producing a lot of resin. We're going to be producing a lot of rubber, but that's okay. I can deal with that later. This is kind of more mission critical in this moment. $371 tickets, not bad. All right. And at least get starting prepping the heavy oil residue from this to go to turbo blend fuel. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And that, and then that, and that, and that. Oop. Did an oopsie again, and I don't know how. What was the oopsie? What was the oopsie you did? Jesus. How much fucking petroleum coke is there? Alright. We're starting to get to the end of this bits. Be 300 plus 300 plus 300. Wow. Okay. They should be producing 1200 a minute per belt, basically. And be down to 0. At least in improper function, and like in if everything is working 100%, which it seems to be. Cutting my right thumb and my left little finger. Oh, honey. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. My partner recently did something similar, but it's thankfully healed up pretty quickly. But it was a pretty rough night. It was a pretty rough moment. I'm sorry you have to A, deal with that, and B, like, I'm sorry that that happened. We're still producing rubber. Okay, cool. That's fine, but I don't know how. Were you cutting veggies or anything like that? All right, if this one's able to build up a backstock, that would tell me that like this is functioning properly. I guess if any of these are able to build up an amount over 12. Let's start to see a little bit of a gap. Question marks. No? Hmm. Okay. Huh. Well, that's working as I guess intended. Question marks. Nope, nothing. I opened a banana milk and a Coke bottle, and now I have little cuts in my hands. If the Coke bottle had a metal cap on it, that might have been the culprit from thumb and little finger. Maybe. Not not certain. Plastic. Okay. That's definitely very curious. Maybe you're talented? Question marks. All right. Hey, Crusader. How's it going? Welcome back. How you doing? All right. Pipeline pump Mark 2. This should be diluted fuel and also plaster on it and fits, but how? All right. Thanks. Just chilling. Glad to hear it. How's your Wednesday? Just a regular casual day? All right. We should be producing diluted fuel here in a second. Oh, we're all back up on petroleum coke for this guy. Not enough heavy oil residue though, which makes sense. Just an average day. That's fair. Big same though. Just casually streaming. Dilute fuel? We make dilute fuel? The time I split the tip of my finger was much worse. I believe that. Sorry that happened. That sucked. Where do you go? You, friend? You go to turbo fuel. I see. Okay. I don't need a joint there. I just need a straight pipe. Me and my mate hopped on our world, haven't been on in 5 months, and said we should probably rebuild our base for the end of phase 2. We could be piping into dimensional depots and be able to scale better. That's not a bad idea, honestly. All in all, not a bad idea at all. Uh, he didn't want to. Oh, weak aura. That's unfortunate that he didn't want to like scale or build. Maybe he didn't want to do all of the like infrastructure work that would be required for rebuild, which I can kind of get, honestly. I can kind of understand that. I kind of ignored my starter base a little bit because of that, to be honest with you. Kind of. It's complicated. It wasn't really like ignoring it so much as it was just like, okay, it's time to build something else. And so it got like deprioritized basically. All right. You better be careful with that. Yawns are contagious. Oh. Shit. I see what happened. That's the out. Wait, that's. This is output. Why is this coming through here? I'm confused. Oh, Moon, you beautiful. Daft bimbo. We also don't really have a factory for producing the space elevator parts. That's, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Me in your bed. No. 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 Shit. Damn it. Moon, you daft bimbo. What did we learn? We found the culprit. The plastic top of the banana milk has a nasty spike on it, and we also don't really have a factory. I'm glad you found the culprit. Ah, damn it, Moon. knew I did something wrong here. It's down. Alright. Rather drown. I wish that hadn't happened. That would have been really cool if I could have avoided doing that. What am I doing? I'm gonna delete this anyway. Just delete the whole belt. It'll be fine. Object count, chill out. Turn the bitch down. There's a bridge again. I'd rather drown. Okay, this is all plastic now. Rubber needs plastic. Ooh, not a refinery. Thank you. Straight billboard. Yes, thank you. All right, so this is the input for this line here. This is the output for that line. This should be. I'd rather drown. So what I did originally was correct. I just hooked it up to the wrong spot. That's enormously frustrating. Okay, but this fixes it fairly handily and quickly as well. So that should be plastic coming in, and this should be rubber going that way. All right, don't think I'm gonna get what the hell am I trying to say? I don't think I'm gonna get water over to aluminum yet today. I need to get sulfur over here, but that'll be fairly trivial. I already have this sulfur. I just need to get it over here. And that goes pretty quick, I think. Gotta get rid of the rubber in the circuit boards, though. That's a problem. Less of a problem than I thought it would be, because I have awesome stuff. Boink. Hello. Goodbye. And at 1,200 items per minute, that should take about 30 seconds or less for that to traverse over here and get into the plastic territory. Which is assuming that I did this correctly, which I have serious doubts about anymore. But I have hope. I see plastic moving now. I see plastic here now. Beautiful. That's done. This will be faster, literally. If I ever want to relocate this, then that means I have to delete the entire thing, plus a bunch of other stuff, but I think this is kind of where this is going to live permanently. At least I hope. Barring any other moon issues, which you're looking at her. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But the through line and the good news is that power is, or not power, but rubber and plastic are now making plastic and also rubber. Gonna need a lot of rubber for aluminum casing and heat exchangers, but is making. And also lots of petroleum coke. How are we doing there is a question. Okay, that's more along the lines of what I thought would happen. Ow. Alright, what is the issue? Right, okay. It would make sense that polymer resin would be the issue here. Because it's going to be backing up because things aren't getting eaten. So if this is here and it's pulling that, as a curiosity, does this go back up in rate up to where it was before? Because we're currently producing a little over 1500, it looks like. 650 plus 850 plus 12. Not certain. I don't know. Kind of regardless though, after the one crash and audio crash, this feels like a pretty natural stopping point for today. Because like we're just progress checking things. So we will pick up Friday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But I think that's going to be kind of where we end the stream today. It's kind of just feeling like the vibe. And yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with me for as long as you have today. Thank you for the hydrate sarcasm because you, you, you gigantic brat and also a stretch. Okay. There you go. Get the moan in too. But yeah, I think this is kind of a natural stopping point. So this will be where we end the stream today. And we'll pick up. You're not a brat. Humph. Sure, sweetie. Right when you start listening to, sorry, Kit. Um, yeah, I think this is kind of where my brain's like, okay, it's time to do other things now. Unfortunately. But I appreciate you hanging out with me for any amount of time that you did, whether that was for the entire stream or for just bits and pieces of it. Whatever you were able to like listen to or be a part of, I appreciate you. We're gonna raid into somebody here and kind of call it a day, but we'll pick up Friday morning, bright and early at 8 a.m. And we'll drop this raid message in the chat if you want to join. If you don't have the time or you don't want to, if you have some other stuff you have to take care of, please take care of your body. It's only an hour-long stream today. Sarcasm's got jokes. You're cute. Uh, anyway, we'll be back Friday morning, bright and early, for the next stream. And we'll hopefully get some more stuff moving and grooving. I'm glad that we got the things that we did taken care of today. New train station leveled out a bunch of other train stations, fixed a couple of issues, dealt with previous moon mistakes, and um, yeah, just kind of had to interact with and deal with some previous corners that were cut. It's a part of the rub, and it just happens. But you know, such as life. We'll be back Friday. If you have any meds that you need to take, please take meds. If you have any, like, if you need to go take a break or take some time for yourself, please do. I hope that you have a great rest of your time zone. And if you want to join in the raid, we'll be doing that here in a second. But we're gonna go raid Shaky Booty, who's an absolute darling. And please drink some water, take your meds, eat some food, get some rest. I'm super glad that you were here, and whoever you are, wherever you are, just be healthy. I love y'all. I'll see y'all Friday. Until then, I'm Faye Fox.